Good afternoon and welcome to Brunel University London's webinar on our MSc in Environmental Management. I'm here with Dr Abdul Chaudhary, lecturer and admissions tutor for the course. We'll tell you all about the course and afterwards you'll be able to ask him any questions you have. To do this, you should type your question into the panel in front of you and click submit. You may need to open up your question bar at the right-hand side of your screen. I now have pleasure in introducing Dr. Chaudhary.
Hello everybody. Welcome to this webinar sessions. My name is Abdul Chaudhary and I'm the program director. So over the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'm going to give you an overview of the program, the structure, assessment criteria, and the final award. So in order to go through this overview of the program structure, I have divided into different headings. The first one is the title, and then I'm going to give you a little bit about intake and delivery, structure, assessment, timetable, and the final award. The title of the program is Environmental Management. It's a standard MSc, which is 180 credits divided into taught part, which is 120, and 60 credits dissertation. And you have two intakes. One is September, which is the duration for this one is 12 months. You can also start this program in January, and the duration for the course is 15 months. The second program is Environmental Management with Professional Development. This MSc is enhanced MSc. It's the total credits are 240 credits, and the duration for this one is 18 months. And you can only start this program in September. We do not have any intake for the January. Both of these courses are accredited by professional bodies. The first one is Chartered Institution of Water and Environmental Management, and the Institution of Environmental Sciences. The aim of this program is to give you the academic education and scientific principles related to environmental practices, which deals with the environmental management, with the specific emphasis on environmental legislations, EU and international environmental law. And during the program, you are going to learn how to take representative samples, for example, air, water, and soil samples, and how you are going to use different analytical techniques in order to find out the levels of different contaminants in different environmental samples. You are also going to learn how to develop both clean and green up technologies in order to reduce the environmental impact of different products, processes, and services. The main aim is really to develop a critical understanding of the importance of sustainable development to reduce the emissions to air, water, and land. And to achieve these aims, we have divided the programs into 3 different themes. Theme 1 is Chemical Risk Assessment and Management. Theme 2 is Environmental Pollution and Monitoring. And theme 3 is Clean Technology and the Environment. Intake and delivery, September started. The program will start in September. So from September till December, you are going to complete term 1, which means that you are going to complete 60 credits. In January, you are going to have exam. And then from January to March, you are going to complete term 2, the other 60 credits. Then there's university will close for Easter break, and then you will go for the second exam in May. In June to September, you are going to have a work placement which is related to your dissertation, which means that you are going to complete 60 credits. That will give you a total of 180 credits, and you will have your graduation in December. If you are going to start your second program with professional development, the program is more or less exactly the same, but you will have a very extended 6-month professional development starting in June till December, and then you will have an additional 3 months to complete your dissertation, and the graduation will take place in July. The January starter student will start the program in January, so they will complete term 2 from January to March, and then they will complete their first term from June to September. Whereas from June you will have the work placement and your dissertations, but you are not expected to submit your dissertation at the end of September because you need to complete term 1 from September to December, and then you will have an additional 3 months to complete your dissertation in January and March, and the submission date is 30th of March, and the graduation will take place in July. Now these two red lines will indicate that you can start applying for the placement and professional development. We have two different types of placement. One is only for 3 months, and the second one is related to the second program, which is professional development, and the duration for that is 6 months. Let's have a look at the structure of the standard MSc program, which is 180 credits. As I mentioned, that the duration of the program is either 12 months or 15 months, and it's divided into the taught part, which is 120 credits, and 60 credits related to the dissertation. The program consists of 90 credits compulsory, and then you need to select the additional 30 credits from one of these three themes. The first one is chemical risk assessment and management. The second is environmental pollution and monitoring. And the third theme is clean technology and the environment. You will complete these 120 credits in term 1 and term 2. And in term 3, you are expected to work on your dissertation. That will give you 60 credits. And the dissertations are linked to the theme. For example, if you selected clean technology, we expect you to work on the development of clean and clean up technologies as part of your dissertation. Now, there are two exit routes. For example, if you completed the 60 credits, you can get PG certificate in environmental management. And if you completed only 120 credits, you are eligible to get postgraduate diploma in environmental management. Now, if you are registered to the second program, which is environmental management with professional development, you need to attend the 6-month additional program, which is professional development, working with either environment agency or any other body where you are going to work on getting practical experience in the form of environmental management, environmental monitoring, and developing clean and clean up technologies. Now, as I already mentioned, that the course consists of 90 credits compulsory. There are 4 study blocks or modular blocks. The first one is environmental management and legislation, which is 30 credits. The second one is research and analytical skills, again 30 credits. And then you have strategic sustainable development, 15 credits. And the last one is climate change and planetary health, which is 15 credits. So that will give you a total of 90 credits. In addition, you need to select one theme, either chemical risk assessment and management, environmental pollution and monitoring, and the third theme is clean technology and the environment. And each of these themes consists of 30 credits, and that will give you a total of 120. Once you have completed the taught part in term 1 and term 2, you will be working on your dissertation, which is 60 credits in term 3. If you are registered onto the professional development program, you will need to complete this additional portfolio, which is 60 credits, and that will give you a total of 240 credits. Let's have a look at the assessment for the compulsory blocks. The first one is environmental management. This is a modular block. The second one is sustainable development, which is 15 credits, and then climate change and planetary health, and research and analytical skills. These two study blocks have a common assessment block, which is 30 credits. And the title for this one is Sustainable Development and Planetary Health. And research and analytical skills have an associated assessment block, which is analytical skills for environmental managers. The first modular block, environmental management and legislation, consists of 50% exam and 50% coursework. And the coursework is a presentation. The second assessment block consists of 50% exam and 50% coursework. And the coursework consists of two elements. The first one is individual report, which is 25%, and a case study consists of 25%, and that will give you a total of 100% assessment. The last study block is this research and analytical skills. It's 100% coursework, which consists of two elements: a review, 50%, and data analysis, which is 50%. Now, the second one is the optional modular block, which is theme 1, chemical risk assessment and management. And the second one is environmental pollution and monitoring. And the third is green technology and the environment. All of these modules are assessed as 100% coursework, just one individual written report. It doesn't really matter which themes you are going to select. If you look at the total assessment load, you will have 2 exams and 6 pieces of coursework for chemical risk assessment and management, 2 exams and 6 pieces of coursework. For pollution and monitoring, again 2 exams and 6 pieces of coursework. And the third one is green technology and the environment, 2 exams and 6 pieces of coursework. The timetable is going to be only 2 days of teaching. Monday is dedicated to site visits, then Tuesday is a full day teaching. Wednesday is dedicated to your professional development, which you are expected to select few whatever you would like to develop the professional skills, and you need to attend some of the sessions which are organized by the graduate schools and other program leaders, and you need to attend some research seminars as well. Thursday is again full day teaching, and Friday is independent learning. So you will complete 60 credits in term 1, and similarly you are expected to complete 60 credits in term 2. So your optional programs or modules are in term 2. Now these are the same modules which we have divided. It's a thin and long. You will only learn environmental management in term 1 and environmental legislation in term 2. You will develop your academic skills in term 1 and quantitative skills in term 2. And then in term 3, you are expected to work on your dissertation. Now the final award, it depends on your performance. You can either get a standard master's, and the second one is MSc with merit and MSc with the distinction. It all depends on your performance. If you got all A's and B's, you will get MSc with the distinction. And thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you, Dr. Chaudhary. So if you'd like to ask any questions, just type them into the question bar, and we'll be able to see your questions and reply to you. I see we have a question from Atish asking to tell us a bit more about the site visits and what kind of places might we go, for example.
Yeah, as a part of this program, we have almost 6 or 7 site visits because it depends on the availability. We normally go to different, for example, landfill site, where you are going to find out how the landfill site, modern landfill site are constructed, where they actually take out the landfill gas and the leachate for the treatment. It's a modern landfill site. In addition, you will be going to waste management, for example, waste to energy plants, composting. You will also be visiting water treatment, where you will be able to see different stages in drinking water treatment. We also go and visit wastewater treatment, where you will be able to see different techniques, for example, activated sludge and biofilters in operations, and you will be able to ask questions from the practitioners who are working over there.
Thank you. Jeffrey would like to know, what sort of projects do you do on placement, and can you just explain a bit more how it's related to the dissertation?
Yeah, we have quite a flexibility in selecting. We allow students to select different projects. It could be secondary data or it could be primary data. For the primary data, we expect students to work either in a lab, in our own labs, on collecting samples and analyzing, or they are expected to link their dissertation topic with their work placement. For example, if you are working with Environment Agency, we expect you to conduct your research and collect your primary data while you are doing your work placement. And at the end of your work placement, you need to write your dissertation and critically evaluate the data which you have obtained as a part of your work placement. So it's a quite flexible where you can either select a desk-based study where you are going to collect your data from the published work and critically evaluate, or you can select a project whether either you are working in our own labs or working with as part of your work placement.
We have a question from Patricia asking about the types of career options that are available.
Yeah, after completing the program, we expect students to either start their own consultancy, or they can get a job in any environmental consultant. Most of our students will go and start their PhD either developing clean technologies. For example, at the moment, one of the students from Nigeria who completed this program last year, now working on the development of clean up technologies to remove toxic materials from industrial textile waste. And she had some experience of working with the textile industry, and she would like to develop her own business in Nigeria to help these SMEs to remove toxic chemicals from wastewater treatment. So you can actually carry on developing your skills as part of your PhD, or you can get a job in local governments because they have their environment departments.
Thank you. We have a question from Raj, who hasn't managed to visit the campus before. I'd just like to let you know we have a postgraduate open evening on the 23rd of May from 4 till 7 p.m. So if you come along to that evening, you can meet the course leader that you're listening to now. You can meet a student ambassador, and you can have a tour of the labs as well. So if you'd like to book for that, go onto the Brunel website and just search for postgraduate open evening, and you'll be able to book to come on to that.
Yeah, I will be there, and in addition, there are going to be other staff members, module leaders, where if you have any specific questions related to any particular topics, then we'll be very happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you. So, are there any more questions you'd like to put to us while we're here? Okay, well, I think that maybe we don't have any more questions, but if there are any questions after this, you can always send an email to inquiries@brunel.ac.uk. If you go onto our website, you'll be able to read more detail about the course. If you'd like to visit us, come to the postgraduate open evening on the 23rd of May. If you'd like to know more about the environmental sciences at Brunel and the research we do, you can find all of that on the website as well. And we will be sending you a recording of this webinar so you can listen again. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, and we hope to see you at Brunel some point in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.